In a quiet village by the river, there lived an old painter named Master Chen. He was known throughout the land for creating the most beautiful paintings anyone had ever seen. His art captured sunsets, mountains, rivers, and life itself with colors that seemed to dance on canvas. But one terrible day, Master Chen lost his sight. A sudden illness took his vision, leaving him in complete darkness. And with his sight, he believed he lost his purpose. Months passed in darkness. Master Chen sat alone in his studio, surrounded by blank canvases he could no longer see, brushes he could no longer use. His young apprentice, a girl named May, came every day. "Master Chen," May would say softly, "won't you try to paint again?" "How can I paint what I cannot see?" the old man replied bitterly. "A painter without eyes is like a bird without wings, useless." May's heart broke watching her master give up. Every day she brought him tea, told him stories of the village, described the colors of the sunset. But Master Chen only sat in silence, trapped in his darkness. One evening, as May was leaving, she noticed something magical. A tiny firefly had flown into the studio, its light glowing softly in the dark room. "Master Chen," May whispered, "do you know what I see? A firefly. It's so small, yet its light fills the whole room." The old painter sat up slightly. "I cannot see it," he said quietly. "But you can feel it," May replied. "Close your eyes." "Oh, wait," she stopped, embarrassed. But Master Chen smiled for the first time in months. "It's all right, child. Tell me about this firefly." May began visiting every evening, and the firefly returned each night. She would describe everything to Master Chen, how the firefly danced through the air, how its light pulsed like a heartbeat, how it seemed to paint patterns in the darkness. "Master," May said one night, "you once told me that true art isn't about what you see with your eyes, it's about what you feel with your heart." Those words struck Master Chen deeply. They were his own words spoken years ago to a young May when she first became his student. He had forgotten his own teaching. "The firefly cannot paint," May continued, "but it creates beauty in darkness. It doesn't need to see to shine." That night, Master Chen couldn't sleep. He thought about the firefly, about light in darkness, about creating beauty not despite suffering, but because of it. The next morning, he called for May. "Bring me a canvas," he said with determination in his voice, "and my brushes." May's eyes widened with hope and fear. "But Master, you cannot see." "I don't need to see," Master Chen replied. "I need to feel. I need to remember. I need to believe." Master Chen sat before the blank canvas. His hands trembled as they touched the brushes for the first time in months. May mixed the paints, describing each color as she placed it on the palette. "This is red, like the sunset you love." Master Chen dipped his brush. He couldn't see the canvas, couldn't see where the paint landed, but he remembered, he felt, he trusted. His first strokes were uncertain, messy. Paint dripped, colors mixed in wrong places. It looked like a child's work, not a master's. May watched, her heart breaking, but she said nothing. She just described what she saw, guided his hand gently, and let him create. Days turned into weeks. Master Chen painted every day. Sometimes he would ask May, "What do you see?" And May would describe honestly the mistakes, the beauty, the unexpected ways colors blended, how darkness and light danced together on the canvas. One evening, as the firefly returned to the studio as always, Master Chen put down his brush. "It's finished," he said quietly. May looked at the canvas and gasped. Tears filled her eyes. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't like his old work, but it was something more. It was a painting of a firefly in darkness, created by a blind man who couldn't see but could feel everything. The strokes were raw, emotional, imperfect, but they captured something his previous perfect paintings never did. They captured hope. They captured light in darkness. They captured beauty
born from loss. "Master," May whispered, "this is your greatest work." "Describe it to me," Master Chen said softly. May described every stroke, every color, every emotion visible on the canvas. As she spoke, the old painter smiled. He could see it now, not with his eyes, but with something deeper. Word spread through the village about Master Chen's new painting. People came from far and wide to see the blind painter's work. Many expected to see a tragic piece, a shadow of his former glory. But what they saw stunned them. They saw raw emotion, honest struggle, and undeniable beauty. They saw what perfection could never show. They saw humanity. A young artist approached Master Chen. "Master, I don't understand. How can you create such powerful art when you cannot see?" Master Chen smiled and gestured towards the firefly now resting on the window. "Do you know why the firefly shines brightest?" he asked the young artist. The young artist shook his head. "Because it lives in darkness," Master Chen answered. "It doesn't shine despite the darkness. It shines because of it. Its light has meaning only when surrounded by shadows." Master Chen turned towards where he knew May was standing. "I lost my eyes, yes, but I found something more important. I found vision, real vision. The kind that sees truth, not just appearance. The kind that creates meaning, not just beauty." May's tears fell freely now. "We all face darkness," Master Chen continued. "Loss, failure, pain, fear. And in that darkness we think we've lost our light. But that's when our real light begins. When we can't rely on what we see, we must trust what we feel. When perfection is impossible, we discover authenticity. When we lose everything, we find what truly matters." The firefly took flight, its light dancing through the studio one last time before disappearing into the night. From that day forward, Master Chen continued to paint. Not perfectly, not like before, but more honestly, more powerfully than ever before. And every painting carried the same signature at the bottom: painted in darkness, born in light, with a small drawing of a firefly beside it. Remember this: your darkness is not your ending, it's your beginning. Your losses are not your limitations, they're your liberation. When you lose what you thought defined you, when you lose your sight, your strength, your perfection, your certainty, that's when you discover what truly makes you shine. The firefly doesn't question its light. It doesn't compare itself to the sun. It just glows in the darkness, creating beauty exactly where it is, with exactly what it has. You don't need perfect circumstances to create something beautiful. You don't need to see the whole path. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust your light. You just need to create from where you are. You just need to believe that your darkness has purpose. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting until you can see clearly. Stop waiting until you're ready. Your light matters most in the darkness. Your art matters most when it's imperfect. Your story matters most when it's honest. Paint your canvas, even in darkness, especially in darkness. Because the most beautiful masterpieces are created not when everything is perfect, but when we create beauty despite everything being broken. Your darkness is not your enemy. It's your canvas. Now paint. If you liked my story, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to support me. Thank you.